Okay, I'm gonna try to make this video quick because I just finished another semester online and my eyeballs are killing me from staring at screens all fucking day taking classes online. But I don't have any friends or family, so the internet is supposed to be a substitute, I guess, for human contact, right? Social media and stuff. There's actually a study that I should bring up, but it shows that it's actually worse. It's like trying to eat food, but you're not getting the nutrients. That's what social media is compared to human contact. Anyway, this is insane, right? So, sorry, I haven't figured out a good screen recorder yet. On marijuana legalization and the corruption in government to even allow it, I guess we'll start with the ecstasy. So, TikTok was used to push MMDMA, ecstasy. And my immediate thought was, why did the government allow this? Why did the FBI or law enforcement allow ecstasy to be pushed, presumably on teenagers mostly, through fucking TikTok? And then I remember social media is very weaponized against not just the American people, but anyone who uses it and pushes drugs and sex, etc. Look, they even track. How is it that this, research institution can track the hashtags, video references to drugs, other drugs, of course, lots of marijuana as the gateway drug to harder drugs like ecstasy? So my assumption is that the FBI allowed this because the FBI is corrupt, and not just the FBI. Why did law enforcement and military not do anything about the corruption in government? Because they are also corrupt. The corruption in law enforcement and military is especially reflected in the fact that they allowed marijuana legalization in many different states and all this other corruption to just go unopposed. The acts these corrupt politicians are doing legitimized capital punishment, execution for treason. The only thing that's kept corrupt politicians honest throughout history is the public execution of corrupt politicians. That has not changed. That's the tree of liberty, needs to be watered with the blood. Yeah, that thing. This is what he's talking about. Right. Fucking TikTok was used to increase ecstasy use among teenagers in the United States. The gateway drug effect for marijuana, of course, yes. So, this I found very interesting. The harms caused by marijuana have been known for a long time. I mean, over centuries. But for some reason, this is a paid only thing. You can't access this unless you pay for it. But there's all kinds of documented neurochemical basis of cannabis addiction. This was in, I think, 2011. February 2011 on top of that. So, yeah. Why is the FBI or the CIA or whoever doing this evil stuff where they're pushing drugs on the goyim, the general population, right? And why is this research, this article, and I can't even get to with the university identity? I actually have to pay for a subscription. Why is this not publicly accessible? The same thing with the rolling through TikTok. This actually required identification through my institution, the university. Shouldn't this be publicly accessible data? People would be up in arms against the social media, the people who run social media, because they are weaponizing social media to push things like drugs and porn on kids and adults too, of course. But absolutely, this is 11-year-olds. I guarantee have tried drugs because of social media. Guarantee that. Anyway, we're done with these tabs. Oh yeah, and you're telling me this is the guy? This is the guy that's the guy who's pushing legal weed? He can't even answer questions. He looks like he belongs in a rest home.
I better not start the questions. I'll get in trouble.
Super Tuesday said you have a message for voters? Please come on.
Yeah, what the fuck? That's the guy. You're telling me that's the guy who's fucking. I get the feeling that man isn't even aware of all the harms of cannabis and social media being used, or even worse, he is aware. So he's evil and corrupt, and that's the state America is in. That's how corrupt it's gotten. All right, so marijuana is used not just as population control, but population reduction. There are so many articles about the increase in overdose deaths after legalization, right? Look at the rates. Marijuana is legalized to 2012, roughly, in that state. Yeah, boom, boom, boom. Those are overdose. That's harder drug use. Yeah, I guess non-Hispanic other stayed pretty low. But it's also the white overdose death rate is going up. It's not just blacks and coloreds, because there's a lot of white supremacists and nationalists who claim that white genetics give, this hereditary predisposition to handle drugs harder. That's not true. And then, interestingly enough, because I noticed this was going on, I started screenshotting all these articles, right? You can't find these anymore. The same globalist billionaire elites who are pushing marijuana as population reduction and eugenics, they control Google results. So these results vanish over the years, right? This is, I think this was just from 2016. Yeah, it's a 2015. This was just 2016. I started 2019. Yeah. But I started screenshotting all these, marijuana related homicides, and it's so bad that they're and other marijuana related harms, of course, but it's so bad that there's a Netflix movie about it. Okay, weed increases the gay. That was pretty good. So she could relax and smoke weed. Yeah, she killed her kid with fentanyl. Yeah, killed the baby, right? And for some reason, and I'm pretty sure I know the reason, but my brain's a little fried right now from, finishing the semester. These articles all vanish from Google search results. And so I started screenshotting them to archive them to sort of document the harms that these corrupt politicians and greedy billionaires are causing the goyim, the cattle, etc. Yeah, there's a ton of cannabis deaths, and Google suppresses them because people like Elon Musk, of course. Oh yeah. No, marijuana causes so much rape that we're lawyers debating whether stoned people can consent or not. Yeah. Right, all these disappear. Yeah. Even the bath salts guy smoked weed. It's fucking insane that the FBI allowed this stuff to happen, right? All this could have been prevented. Law enforcement didn't prevent it. And of course, there's more. I don't know. This is, of course, yeah. This was in. Come on, give me a date. I'm not seeing a date, but this is, all the negative things of marijuana legalization that were documented. And this was a few years ago, I guarantee it. Can't find the date. Where is the date? But yeah, this is how bad it is. 2017, Society for the Study of Addiction, right? High school marijuana consumption, which is leading to, of course, the increase in consumption of methamphetamine, opiates, fentanyl, etc. Yeah, this isn't even up to date. This was 4 years ago, 3 years ago. And this is all the harms that were caused by legalization. Now, I know some of you think it's fine to just drive down the street with all the, cannabis-related episodic memory deficits and hippocampal morphological differences in healthy individuals and schizophrenia subjects, right? Some of you are fine driving past, all these marijuana zombies that are homeless and having orgies in public parks with needles and etc. But it's not okay. What the fuck? Cognitive function as an emerging target treatment for marijuana addiction. So marijuana addiction causes cognitive impairment, of course. I guarantee Elon Musk knows this. He probably doesn't, care the slightest about the harms he causes as long as he makes his money. Whoa, capitalism, right? The number one moral guiding star is profit, as long as it makes money. And the worst thing is that this works. The goyim, the cattle, the sheeple are so stupid that they're just programmed with Google and social media results. Hang on one sec. Sorry about that. I had to get the tea. Anyway, so yeah, I just Googled cannabis fatalities. Florida study says 386 people died as a result of cannabis use. 258, but it's not recriminalized in Florida. Injury and death, sudden cardiac death. I actually know a guy who his heart stopped. Ben Ember, something or other. Cannabis kill, rarely considered a causal factor. Yeah, no, it actually does. There was even a woman in Jersey who had asthma and died. She was working in a marijuana factory. The airborne THC. And then the DAA claiming no deaths from overdose of marijuana have been reported. Yeah, no, that's actually a lie. The Drug Enforcement Administration is fucking lying. And then, of course, cannabis homicides, and you got cannabis in the violent crime surge from 2022. A meta-analysis. Yeah, no, it's absolutely increasing. Oh, Office of Justice. Marijuana is more dangerous than you think. See, these aren't actual examples of cannabis-induced homicides, or cannabis homicides. There you go. World of Weed, teen homicide, suspects convicted as adults. Yeah. Boom. Tacoma, Washington. They shot a dispensary guy in a robbery, illegal yeah, look at all these deaths caused by marijuana that were homicides, the cannabis-induced psychosis. Boom, boom, boom. And the worst thing, yeah, is they always throw in, because the billionaires who run Google is their bitch, just like Joe Biden, the politicians. They always throw in some sort of counter propaganda type thing. Oh, well, yeah. Here we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 examples just on the first page. There's a million more of cannabis-caused homicides. And then, oh, well, yeah, cannabis was totally the motivating factor for the homicide, but that doesn't mean cannabis caused the homicide. That's what I love about junkies, is they're so full of shit. The drug pushers and the drug users, the addicts, is they can't ever accurately explain how the marijuana junkie robbing the marijuana, dealer or grower to steal their marijuana had nothing to do with marijuana. Okay, so here we go. So let's where are we going here? We have the DEA saying no deaths from overdose of marijuana have been reported. And let's just go to Brian Smith Jr., who died of cannabis hyperemesis syndrome. So that is an overdose death. Yeah, right? Oh my goodness. Jesus fucking Christ. He loved weed. Then he vomited. Months later he died. So the reason he died is because he kept doing cannabis even when it was killing him. That's an overdose, right? Yeah. The excessive amount of cannabis killed him. He overdosed on cannabis. Cannabis death. And look at how dumb the parents are. Oh yeah, marijuana was harmless. Oh shit, my son's dead. But the Elon Musk and the Google and the Twitter, the Facebook said it was harmless. Oh fuck, my son's dead. Gee, I wonder if that could have been prevented by not letting him smoke marijuana and fucking criminalizing marijuana. No way, man. The DEA said literally nobody has ever died of a marijuana overdose death. Okay, and I was actually looking for the Jersey woman. Yeah, well, working at a cannabis factory, so that's an overdose death. Right, and that's not the only one. Oh, there's more. Oh, shit. Hang on. Oh, but yeah. When I Googled cannabis kills Jersey woman, There was more cannabis-induced psychosis homicides. Right, and then the fucking what do you call it? Plutocracy. The billionaires are pushing pro-marijuana ads on Google results for marijuana causing homicide. This cannabis-induced psychosis causes dude to stab his girlfriend and 3 members of her family to death in a frenzied attack. That's what weed does. It causes people to kill. Bryn Spedger, of course. New Jersey woman. Fatal crash while high on marijuana. Yeah, that's a pretty common one. Another thing, oh yeah, look at that. Louisiana coroner says woman died of THC overdose. 2019. Yep, double fatal car crash. Yep. And pro-marijuana stuff. That's capitalism, right? And this thing about all the harms marijuana causes, they're pushing marijuana products to cause more homicides. Yep, pronounced dead, Jersey Shore. Yep. No. Right, look at this shit. Yeah, you see this? This is what I'm talking about. When you find a lot of anti-marijuana stuff on cannabis killing people, the billionaires who control Google pay for these results to come up, the pro-marijuana results, even though this woman fucking died of a THC overdose. Oh, wait, there's another one. A few years back, there was an article about cannabis killing a baby. It happens a lot. Yeah, this one is, there was like 238 cannabis-related toddler deaths, cannabis caused. The babies would eat the brownies with the marijuana that the parents spaced out and it would cause the heart to stop. And of course, because it's corrupt society, oh no, the doctors debated. Yeah, no, they fucking died. The kids died from the weed. Don't be stupid. Or full of shit. No. Where did that one go? Newborn died. That was different than the 4-year-old. Yeah. Yeah, it was marijuana toxicity. I'm curious to read this one. If Daily Mail doesn't. Yeah, there you go. 18-year-old who shot. You see this? Yeah, I can't even read about the 18-year-old who shot his girlfriend's baby while high on marijuana to 2 stone babysitters who let toddlers drown. Cannabis has led to nearly 300 child deaths, brutal child deaths. And this was the 5th of December, 2023. Despite all this shit about it, they're still pushing it. Is it because Joe Biden's dementia-ridden? No, I think he's got billionaire, puppeteers, and he's their puppet. He's their bitch. They got their hand up his ass, and they're talking out of his mouth for him. And he's not even running the fucking country. It's these other people that are controlling him. I don't know if I can believe what I read on the internet or not, but I saw things about how he was declared mentally incompetent to stand trial for impeachment. I don't know if that's true or not. People lie on the internet all the time, including official sources. But it does seem pretty obvious. Oh, look at that. Statista. Death from cannabis use in England and Wales, 1993 to 2022. In recent years, deaths from cannabis use in England and Wales have increased. That is right above no deaths from overdose of marijuana by the DEA. Holy shit, man. Boom! Look at all those fucking numbers. Oh, yeah, I gotta get on with my day, but yeah. Yeah, see, they're not full of shit the way the United States is. But anyway, another things that have disappeared are the gateway drug effect causing a harder drug use. So it's hilarious that the American DEA is so corrupt. They get all these videos against fentanyl and methamphetamine, but marijuana is causing an increase of the consumption of fentanyl and methamphetamine and harder drugs. Colorado's drug overdose, the methamphetamine overdose death rate specifically increased every year after legalization. Ohio, California, every state that's legalized sees a subsequent increase in harder drug use and overdose deaths because marijuana has the gateway drug effect. And the DEA is going to reschedule it. Why? Because they want... I think it's population reduction. I think billionaires who own Joe Biden, the DEA, the FBI, Google, etc., are doing population reduction on the native population of the United States, like people like me, the families that have been here for generations. Not just through drug overdose deaths, but artificially increasing LGBTQ rates, so differential fertility as well as differential mortality. There's a whole science behind that, but I don't want to... This video is going to be like 20 minutes already. Anyway, but also they are replacing us with migration. It doesn't make any sense. If population reduction is necessary, then explain the mass migration that's causing the birth rate to increase. If overpopulation is real, then you should be against immigration. You should reduce these people's populations in their home countries. There's obviously something else going on. It's very sinister, it's very evil, it's very corrupt. And these people should be executed violently and publicly. But they're billionaires and they're globalists, so whoever's really behind all this, the social engineer, media manipulation, etc., the engineers of society, I doubt they will ever be publicly known, let alone get what they deserve. And it's pretty fucked up. And to Christians, no, this isn't the end times. No, Jesus isn't coming back. This happens every century. Marijuana legalization seems to happen every century, and then all these harms happen from it, and so it becomes recriminalized again. Prayer isn't as effective as action. Stop praying to Jesus. Get a fucking gun. Kill your local drug dealer and your local pornographer to save your kids. The government's not going to do it. There was a high school teacher, or high school principal in Toronto, Manitoba, who killed 2 local weed growers because they got his teenage daughters, not just his students at high school, his biological daughters, hooked first on weed and then on heroin and prostitution while they were underage, before they were 16, legal age of consent. And I think one of the girls died, if not both of the girls, of heroin overdoses while being prostituted. And so he took up a gun and shot the guys who caused his daughter's deaths, the drug dealers and the pornographers. I guarantee they had porn for the girls, for the kids, basically, to help hook them into the prostitution, right? And the government did nothing to prevent that. The government is helping the drug dealers push drugs and porn on your kids. So killing your local drug dealer, vigilante action, kill your local corrupt politician who says, yes, legalize marijuana, bullet in the fucking head. That is the only thing that's going to save your kids. And yourselves, most likely. Because clearly the insane increase in crime, overdose deaths, etc. is social engineered. It's deliberate.